The Global Times has learned exclusively from national security departments that the US-based non-governmental organization, the Worker Rights Consortium, blackmailed a Chinese company in Zhejiang province, and the company's US cooperative partner for $300,000 as welfare fund money, for ceasing hyping forced labor issues relating to China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. The event can be traced back to October 16, 2018, when a garment manufacturing company in Henan Prefecture of Xinjiang appeared in local media reports for its contributions to local poverty alleviation work, and the news also introduced function of the vocational education and training centers in helping reduce poverty. One day after, the Henan company's legal representative received a phone call from the Associated Press and the New York Times, asking him to explain on the company using illegal labor to manufacture US brand clothes. The Associated Press ignored his reputation of using illegal labor and released a report later, claiming that the Henan company hired people from the re-education camp to make clothes, and it also cited claim of 1 million Muslims are detained, which was made by anti-China scholars and overseas separatists. The report then caused a great disturbance, after it was cited by more media outlets. Pressured by the Worker Rights Consortium and the U.S. Customs Department, Badger Sportswear, the U.S. brand, turned to Ropes & Gary law firm to conduct an investigation. The task was finally given to Shanghai Alzaria and Marcel, a global professional service firm's Shanghai office. Without acquiring qualification for any domestic investigation, Shanghai Alzaria and Marcel then sent employees to Xinjiang and Zhejiang to investigate on whether the Henan company is located within the training center and whether there is forced labors. During the year of 2019, the Worker Rights Consortium kept pressuring the legal representative of the Henan company and asked Badger to end cooperation with it. On June 24, 2019, the Worker Rights Consortium released an assessment, saying that it was able to swiftly confirm that Badger products had been produced in plant with forced labor being used. It turns out that the Worker Rights Consortium was doing these for one purpose, asking for $600,000 from Badger as charitable donation. In order to maintain business and reduce losses, the Zhejiang company agreed to split the fees with Badger. And after several negotiations with the Worker Rights Consortium, Badger made the final amount of the money to $300,000. According to Shanghai Alzaria and Marcel's investigation, there was no situations of forced labor in the Henan company, as the U.S. media has reported.
美国那个什么协会吧，他们想要调查这件事情，他们想得到报告就不是这个样子的，他们想要的是一个负面的结果。所以就我们拿出这个报告，很明显没有满足他们的愿望，就是既然不能满足他，就不会拿这个东西当做一个就是有用的东西。
Alvarez and Marsa Shanghai office is not the only company that had conducted investigations on the case. Worldwide Responsible Accredited Production and Business Social Compliance Initiative also denied human rights violations of the company through investigation. According to Worker Rights Consortium's website, the Director of Strategic Research, Penelope Karitzis, and Executive Director, Scott Nova, gave Human Rights Watch the responsibility for identifying Uyghur exile groups to receive the Badger money. The U.S. independent website, The Gray Zone, unveiled in a report in April that when asked by The Gray Zone which independent human rights organizations received the payout by Badger, Karitzis fumbled for an answer. There was one group in Kazakhstan, she said, but claimed she could not recall its name. If we pay attention to the backgrounds of these organizations, some more clues can be found. The Worker Rights Consortium is inextricably linked to the World Uyghur Congress, a notorious separatist anti-China organization. The Human Rights Watch, an organization founded during the Cold War, has been found actively engaged in an anti-China campaign, focusing on fabricating baseless rumors related to China's Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. And all these organizations may have one funder in common: the National Endowment for Democracy, a U.S. government-backed foundation, reportedly splashing $10 million to fund secessionist organizations and subversive activities in China in 2020.